Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Reality Theory. I just want to wish a belated happy birthday to my buddy here.
This guy.
How's it feel to be 40?
Fuck you. I'm not 40 years old. I turned 36.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm 50.
yeah.
Every day
Sucks.
something else is hurting that I didn't realize was even there.
Yeah, sucks getting older, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't roll out of, well, I roll out of bed because I can't just sit up anymore.
Yeah,
Back issues like crazy, freaking legs hurt, everything. Fucking getting old sucks.
it
And,
does.
and I'm not even that old. I don't feel,
You don't.
mentally I don't feel that old.
Right.
Physically I feel like I'm older.
Yeah,
It sucks.
yeah, it does suck. Yeah, my back actually, my back went out. Was it last weekend? Yeah, last weekend my back went out. I had a bunch of shit I had to get done and didn't get anything. I couldn't even move, man. I laid up on the couch for 2 days and couldn't even move.
I think my back's just always out. I don't think I'm used to, I don't know what it feels like to have a normal back anymore.
No,
It's constantly, I'm constantly popping,
ibuprofen.
ibuprofen, Tylenol, anything that the highest milligram I can find in the store. If it puts me to sleep, that's the best because I can't even sleep at night. It hurts so bad.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Like I'm on a pillow now. The pillow I use is like paper thin because it's the only way I can lay flat.
Yeah.
Then I'm uncomfortable on that pillow with my head, but it helps my back out.
Yeah, no, I've noticed like, when I was younger, I used to like a soft bed that I just kind of sunk into.
Not anymore.
Now it's like I've got to find the hardest fucking mattress possible and lay as flat as a board otherwise.
I've got a couch in the office I use.
Yeah.
And it's pretty freaking stiff, and I sleep like a baby on that thing.
Yeah.
That's the best night's sleep I'll get, but I don't do it. I don't do it too often.
No. I don't know, man. It's weird, man, getting older. All this shit you used to do that you can still we're not that old, but getting older does come with its certain physical issues.
Oh, I know. Everyone told me, "Oh, you're getting to be 30 soon." Like, this was 6 years ago. You're gonna be 30. You're gonna start noticing things. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bullshit.
Oh, I used to say the same thing.
Yeah. Now it was a few months ago. I bent over to get my daughter. She dropped her fork.
Yeah.
I was dumb.
Yep.
I think my back was out for a week. I couldn't even freaking move.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man. Like, just walking up the stairs and shit like that. Well, the fact that I smoke, pack and a half, 2 packs a day doesn't help any, but
Yeah.
but just like walking up the stairs, but it's not just that I'm out of breath, like I get to the top and I'm like, my body aches.
Yeah, you feel like you just ran a fucking marathon
Yeah.
with your legs. It's like,
Yeah, cramping up and shit, and it's like, oh man, what the fuck?
yeah. No, I remember I started mountain biking a few years ago, but I had a good 10-year break in between.
Yeah.
Man, I literally stopped like within a mile, sat down, just started puking. Everything was hurting.
Oh yeah.
I'd sit there and drink. I sat there for I think a good half hour before I can get my energy back up and tell myself, hey, get the fuck back out there.
Yep.
And start doing it. And after a while, I got back into it, but I can't do jumps like I used to be able to do. I can't go as fast as I can. I can't take hill.
It
every
takes a
little
toll
thing
on you.
hurts.
Yeah, I know. A couple years ago, I was starting to notice that my body I was starting to ache more and
Get hairs in certain places.
No, that was like 20 years ago. No, 25 years ago, whatever it was. But no, I started noticing, my body was aching. I was starting to see some signs of, but I wasn't very active either at the time, So a buddy of mine that I worked with started a CrossFit gym, and so I started going to CrossFit, and that was probably the best decision I ever made, man. Because within like a month or two, I was in the best shape of my life. I felt like $1,000,000. I was still smoking. I still smoke like a fucking chimney, but I felt good. I didn't feel like a smoker, and I didn't feel like I felt before. I felt good. My body wasn't aching as much. I was sore from the workouts, but it was a normal soreness, that you get from working out. But the recovery time was getting, faster and faster and faster, as I kept, progressing, and it wasn't as bad, and as long as I kept going, it wasn't, I wasn't as sore the next day, but it was great, man. I ended up stopping. I think I did it for, I don't know, about a year and a half or whatever. And then, I had some shit going on and I had to stop. So, I just didn't have the time to go anymore. But it's definitely something I'd like to do again, just because I'm getting back to that point where everything fucking hurts no matter what I do. It's always
Oh yeah.
something. So I just I need to be more active. It doesn't help sitting on my ass all day at work. I mean, the most exercise I get during the day is walking up a flight of stairs. That's about it.
Yeah. No, that's how it was when I started mountain biking more often. I go like once every couple weeks, and the first time it was maybe 5 miles, and then eventually I got up to about 15 miles
Yeah.
going all the time, and I did feel better. If I didn't, but then if I fell, freaking back would go out, my neck would be sore. Always. Luckily I didn't fall too much, but when I did fall, it was, it's not like when I was a kid. I can fall, break a finger, scrape half my face off, get right back on it, and just keep riding. Now it's like if I fall and hit some sand, I'm like,
Oh God.
I'm in fucking pain, and I'm like crying. I'm like,
Gotta
get me
go
an
to the
ambulance. Yeah. It's like I feel like I'm fucking dying. I'm calling my wife. Hey, I'm sorry if I,
Yeah.
if I die. It's like, so what happened? I fell.
No, it's crazy, man. I used to never think about anything. I never thought about it when I got hurt or anything like that. And nowadays, it's like if I feel something, or if I cough, or if I do something, like, oh shit, man, maybe it's cancer. Maybe I've got,
Yeah.
maybe there's something seriously wrong with me, and I need to go to the hospital and get checked out. For every little thing, I'm like, oh shit, that's got to be something serious. And
Oh yeah.
and it sucks to think that way, but it's,
Well, it's like
I don't know.
because like for a while there, I was, I wake up every morning at like 2:30 to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, man, I probably got something wrong, prostate.
yeah.
So I talk to these guys at work. They go, you only wake up once a day or once a night? They go, that's awesome, that's normal. All right, we're like up 5 times a night, and I'm like, oh, okay, I feel better about myself.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus, I do, I drink water or Coke before bed, so it's like, I'm not helping myself out either.
no, I mean, I never get up in the middle of the night. I'm not really a heavy sleeper, but I just don't wake up in the middle of the night. If
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what's going on. I'm out.
Well, if I'm not having to piss and my back's throbbing,
Yeah.
no matter what, I'm up at some point.
For me, it's when I wake up in the morning, there's days when I wake up in the morning, it's like, shit, I got to get out of bed. My body aches. I don't feel like moving. It's like, I don't want to go to work today.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much every day for me.
But
Unfortunately.
you just got to throw yourself out of bed and get moving. Once I get moving, it's a little bit better. But if it's something really bad, like there's been days when my back's really hurting, and I'll get out of bed, go to work, and it's a little bit better, but it still hurts throughout the day. So.
No, I just, like I said, I talked to these other guys, they're younger than me, like 29, 30 years old. Like, what'd you do this weekend? They're like, oh, I went and did this, and that. Like, what'd you do? I went on my inversion table and took a few pills and watched History Channel, because that's how fucking lame I am, because I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm always in pain. And then I'm like, fuck, I feel old.
No, it's
like I can't do what I used to do.
It's crazy,
Well,
man.
plus, we're busy. We got kids, we got wives, we got jobs. So, that's the other thing, too. It's like we're not that it's their fault. I love having my wife and kids. It's just, obviously, when you're less active, things are going to, same thing as a car. You let it sit around for a fucking year.
Yep.
Seals go bad, tires go flat. Same thing with us. Shit goes wrong.
Seals go bad. You got to piss every 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. The shit's leaking. You're like, oh, fuck. I got to go. Yeah, but
it's crazy, though, man, because, I remember being younger, shit, I used to ride bikes all the time, rock climb, surf. I was active. I was always active. There wasn't a time when I wasn't doing anything,
Yeah.
We were always doing something. Every weekend was basically, more or less an adventure, and nowadays it's like, fuck, man, the biggest adventure I have throughout the week is I got to go grocery shopping for the week.
You're like, yes, I went to Walmart.
It's like I got some shit done.
Yeah. You're all excited about yourself. You're proud of yourself.
Yeah. Or like today, I finally got around to trimming the trees, so it's like, okay, I got something done. Something.
Is that what you call it?
Well, did the best I could.
Try to be politically correct.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
I know what you meant.
No, but even that's a chore. It's like, I remember when we were kids, I was excited to mow the yard. I was excited to get out there and help my dad. And now it's like...
Yeah. Now you dread that shit.
Well, especially in this heat.
Yeah.
Heat index is at what, 111 today or 110?
Yeah. I think my dad just got back
brutal.
My dad just got back from camping, and he said the heat index where they were at was 114.
Yeah, fuck that.
So, I was like, yeah, well, at least you had a nice cold river to jump into. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm out here, doing shit in the yard, no relief. I mean,
No.
the only thing I can do is come in and take a cold shower.
Yeah, or dump some water on your head,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
But no, man, it sucks. It sucks getting older, man. There's really not a lot. I mean, the best thing you can do, like I said, is just to stay active. The more active you are, the better shape that you're in. The less
Well,
things are going to happen.
Well, yeah, at the same time, like you said before, when you were kids, you did a lot more things. And now, I could go ride my bike, take jumps off of freaking plywood with cinder blocks and on my old banana seat bike and go 10 feet in the air, not worry. Now I'm like, okay, I've got kids, I got a job,
Yeah.
I got a wife, I got shit I got to do at home. It's like you don't
I got to
realize.
make sure I can go to work.
Yeah, you don't realize all the shit you did
Yeah.
back then, and now all of a sudden there's actual consequences.
Well, you start.
Your parents aren't paying
yeah.
for your shit anymore. It's like, okay, I got to pay for my own bills. If I get hurt, you're like, fuck, if I break my arm on this jump, I got to.
Yep.
You're sitting there
You're like, damn it, man.
calculating it in your mind before you even do that. You're like, no,
No, that's a $200 ER visit. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass.
I got groceries to buy, diapers. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this jump right now.
No, it's crazy, man. You definitely think a lot more. You're more aware of what you're doing as you're doing it than you were when you were a kid, because when you're a kid you didn't really have to worry about anything.
Well, look, man, when I was a kid, I didn't wear a helmet. I didn't wear pads.
No.
Now I'm going mountain biking. I've got shin guards on. I've got a freaking helmet. I've got gloves, and even then, I'm in.
Oh
freaking
shit, man.
pain.
We rode bikes. I mean, all the time, hitting jumps. We used to build dirt jumps out in this field by our house, and helmet. What the fuck's a helmet?
Well, yeah,
Pads.
yeah.
We never worried about any of that kind of shit. We never wore anything, And
Yeah.
even, I mean, and you would see like some of the pro guys and shit. They got their helmets on and everything. Like, fuck that, man. That's too much of a hassle. I mean, we just.
Well, I did fall one time, and it was funny because I sped by this old guy. He was on like one of those beach cruising bikes,
Yeah.
and I was leaving work, and I don't know what the hell happened, but I flipped. I passed him. I flipped over the handlebars in front of him, and smashed my head on the concrete, and there was just blood coming down my head. And he goes, so he helped me out. He called my dad, and he came over. He goes, "It doesn't look so dumb anymore, does it?" I'm like,
No.
No. I was like, "You're right." And that's when I actually started, because, I mean, I still didn't wear a helmet going back and forth to work.
Yeah.
But when I went mountain biking, obviously when I went mountain biking, I always wore a helmet.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of times where I go out there and I would fall one way, the bike would go the other. I'd be bloodied up.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, when you're mountain biking, at least
you have to. I mean,
there's trees and shit, man.
there's
I mean,
rocks, there's trees, there's roots, there's
we're building jumps and shit in a field. There's the worst that's gonna happen is you're gonna hit the ground. But when you're out, when you're riding trails and shit through the forest, I mean, there's a lot of shit you can hit and really screw yourself up.
Oh yeah.
So it's a little bit different,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a lot different. I mean, so much crap I have to buy just to protect myself, just in mountain biking. But no, it does. Like I said, not that it's dangerous, but if you don't know what you're doing, you can definitely fuck yourself up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Out in the trails, and the ones I go on aren't even that hilly because we're in Houston.
Yeah, I mean, if there are, they're probably man-made.
Oh no, they're definitely man-made. I mean, they make some hills into the bayou and it goes up and down and back and forth, but nothing like it was in New York.
No.
We go up into the mountains.
Yeah, it's completely
It
different.
would take us a good 2 hours to get to the top and a 5-minute ride back down.
Yeah.
And that's when we fuck ourselves up and get hurt.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Went through a lot of bikes.
Yeah, I've never done the mountain bike stuff, the trail rides and stuff like that. We used to just, we build dirt jumps and we'd ride street.
Oh yeah, I did that for
I did that
I did that for a long time. I rode BMX, and like I said, I would just take 2 or 3 cinder blocks and a piece of plywood. And there we go.
Yeah.
And if I hit the ground, oh well.
Yeah.
Mommy and Daddy are right there. I'll get taken care of.
Yeah. They're paying the ER bill.
Now I'm telling my son, put your fucking helmet on.
Yeah.
I ain't paying you. I want you to be safe. But because I know what I went through.
It's crazy though, man, when you become an adult and you have kids and stuff, and the shit that you did, you know what you went through, so you're trying to protect your kids from fucking themselves up, So,
oh yeah.
So you tell them to do, wear the proper safety gear. Don't do this. Don't do that. But when you were a kid, your parents were trying to tell you the same shit, and you did it anyways.
Yeah. So it's like it's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
Yeah. I'm sure and my son, of course, he puts his helmet on because he's afraid of falling down.
Yeah.
I mean, he learned how to ride a bike kind of late, but he finally did it. He was just more afraid. You know, obviously, because kids nowadays are more afraid to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, back when I was 4 or 5, I was on that bike speeding around the neighborhood.
Oh yeah. I mean,
now it's like kids are like, oh, I want. You know, I know people that are in their 20s don't know how to ride a damn bike yet.
oh yeah.
Because they just never wanted to learn. They were so afraid to.
No, when I was about, I think I was about 6 or 7 years old. I had a bike that I used to ride around all the time, and the grips on the handlebars, you know, the ends were popped off, broken off, whatever, and the grips had worked their way in, so all that was showing was metal. I was riding down a hill. At the end of our street was it was some kind of like a power plant or water treatment plant or something or whatever. They had this long drive that went up to this gate, but it was an incline, and it was gravel road, whatever. So we used to go up to the top and ride our bikes down. And I was like 6 or 7 or whatever. So we're outside playing, whatever. My mom's inside. It's summertime, and I'm riding my bike down this hill, and it's like I said, it was gravel, and I'm almost towards the end, and I hit a rock or a really nasty patch of gravel or something, and my tire just twisted on me. The handlebars went like this.
Yeah.
I flipped with the bike, and when the handlebars twisted like that, the end of the handlebars caught me right in the gut, like the lower gut, and I mean, it didn't pierce. Well, I say it didn't pierce the skin. It didn't like go into me.
Yeah, it didn't.
But it was all bruised up, cut up. I mean, it was bad. Knocked me out cold when I hit the concrete finally.
Oh, I'm sure.
The gravel that was on the road at the end of the road scraped me all to shit. And I just laid there for God knows how long because nobody else was around. My mom was inside. And I guess one of the other kids or somebody went and saw me and went and got my mom. But that was probably one of the nastier accidents that I've had. But you know, I mean, like I said, I'm 6, 7 years old or whatever, and just having fun. I wasn't thinking about, you know, the handlebars.
And I'm sure the next day you were back outside doing it again.
Probably 2 days after that.
Well, I mean, but some people nowadays, they'd be like, oh, I'm never doing this again. You know, I got hurt. I can't. It's like, it's going to happen.
Well, the only thing that kept me from getting right back on was the fact that I was injured.
Yeah.
I was literally too hurt to get back on. But if I wasn't, I would have been right back on that bike, probably doing the same exact thing. I was like, oh, I'm going to get it right this time. You know? But that was the kind of mentality that we had. You know, it was like, oh, well, I fucked up, but you know, I guarantee I won't do that again.
Exactly.
Or at least try not to do it again. You know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, we used to do some stupid shit. We'd had some nasty accidents, but.
Oh yeah. No, I remember I was out there.
But that was just part of it, you know.
I'd watch the X Games, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go.
I can do that.
And I'm outside jumping about this high off the ground. And I'm like, yeah, fucking A. I'm just like them. And no. I look back, I'm like, yeah, I was pretty fucking stupid.
But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you know, shit like that. To do stuff like that now.
Like I said, I
probably wouldn't even try it.
No, but even now, I'm like, I look at certain things, and I'm like, I did that when I was a kid. Now I'm doing. I'm like, oh fuck that. I'm scared. Like I'm literally like terrified to even. And like I said, I go on the trails and they have some jumps. They're not even that big, and I'm like,
yeah,
no, I'm good. Like I don't know what it is, and it's sad. It's like you think when you get older, you get more. You have a little more courage to do something. Now I'm getting more fucking scared. Yeah, but I think it's more. I know what can happen. Back then, I didn't know how bad it could be. Yeah. Now I'm smart enough to understand. Okay, this can turn out really bad. Don't fucking do it.
Well, it's weird though because, you know, I've never been one to be afraid of heights. I mean, we used to do some crazy shit. I mean, like I said, I used to rock climb. We used to do all kinds of stupid shit that involved, you know, crazy heights and stuff like that. But nowadays, I'll notice myself like getting close to an edge or something. Like I went to go visit my dad in Arkansas last year, and where he lives, there's a mountain that everybody drives up, and there's a, you know, sightseeing and shit along the way or whatever. Well, we stopped off, and we got out and we walked out, and there's like these big boulders like on this ledge, and it's just a drop. I mean, I don't even know how far down. I mean, it's a huge fucking drop. And I'm out there like climbing on these rocks, and I'm looking down. I'm like, God, man, because in my mind, it's not so much that I'm afraid of heights now, but it's
the ground that you're gonna hit.
But it's all the shit
that you're afraid of.
It's all the shit that's running through my head. Like, well, you know, what if I slip and fall off, or what if somebody runs up behind me to scare me, or what if anything could happen, So all that shit's running through my head.
Yeah, and you're thinking about your family, like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to die from something stupid and leave them
yeah.
without a dad or without a husband. And,
But 10,
Yeah.
15 years ago, none of that shit would have been going through my head. What would have been going through my head is, man, I bet I could climb down this thing. I wonder what's down there. This would be a bad.
Impress the chicks.
Yeah, this would be a badass spot to hang glide off of, or whatever. Like those are the kind of thoughts that
not
would have been
anymore.
going. Now the
Now
thoughts
that
that
we're
are
older.
now the thoughts going through my head are, oh shit, I can die, or this could be a really nasty fall.
Or for me, it's like, oh, cool jump. I got to piss again. I got to go.
Yeah. But it's crazy that.
Which is a good thing about mountain biking out in the woods. You just piss.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I said, at first I was a little uncomfortable doing that, but I saw guys doing it. I'm like, obviously you're out in the woods. You got to piss. You're going to piss. You're 10 miles out.
Well, yeah.
You're not going to hold. I know, but still. Because you got kids riding through there. You got women. It's like,
Yeah, just go behind a tree.
Yeah, well, I went mountain biking out in Sugar Land, and I went around in this turn, and I guess there was a possum nest or whatever underneath a tree. Damn thing bit my pedal as I went around, and the guy behind me was like, "What the fuck was that?" He goes, "I saw this animal run up and bite your pedal and run back into the tree." I said, "You saw that?" He's like, "Yeah, it looked like a damn possum." And then about 20 minutes later, I'm behind. I was behind somebody. He slams his brakes. I smack into him. The guy behind me hits me. He goes, "Quiet." I said, "What the fuck's going on?" He points. He goes, "It's a fucking alligator right there."
Oh, shit.
And the thing was resting on the trail in the sun, but it was like high weeds and the bayou was right there.
Yeah.
So we just slowly turned around, took another direction. There were wild boar. And I was in front, so I slammed my brakes and I said, "Are those fucking bears?" These things were massive.
Where the hell in Sugar Land were you?
Out in some like wild, like in like a park, but they have like I don't even know there was freaking boars out here. But there was like 6 or 7 of them, and they were.
I didn't even know there was anything like that in Sugar Land.
No, it's what's that baseball stadium they have out there?
Oh, for the Skeeters. I don't remember the name of it.
It's literally like a mile before that.
Yeah.
And it's like a little like a state park they have there.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And
now.
it's not a very big trail.
I didn't know the park was there, but I know the area that you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean they got those big ass banana spiders. So, needless to say, I don't go there anymore.
Afraid of spiders?
Well, I'm definitely fucking terrified of spiders, but gators, boars that can shred you to shit, and that fucking possum that almost bit my toe off, I'm good. I've got trails closer to me I can go ride.
Just don't fall. And you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, luckily the guy I was with was a big dude, and he just he stood up and screamed and yelled, and the boar kind of took off. But we still went the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a big trail. I mean, you can ride the whole thing in probably half an hour, which is pretty small.
Sounds like a pretty cool place.
Oh, it was.
I didn't know that they had trails and stuff to ride out there.
The Bridgelands has trails now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I didn't think they would. But I usually go to Cypress Creek, and you got about 20 miles worth of trails out there. Some good ones too, like really, really nice ones.
That's not bad. I used to play golf out there. There's a nice golf course out there.
Yeah.
Or used to be. I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah, but like I said, I haven't gone in a while because with this heat, it's not fun anymore. Because last time I went out,
Too
it
old
was like
for the heat.
No, yeah, it was like 101 degrees, and I got a migraine halfway in, and
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling good. I said, so I just literally go mountain biking from like October till about May, and that's it, and I'm done.
But that's the other thing
I just
too,
can't do
though.
it anymore. Like I said, back when we were kids, fucking heat didn't bother me. Now it's
No.
like
I mean, you come in.
it's brutal.
Your face would be beat red. In fact,
Dehydrated, and you were happy.
I had a freaking heat stroke at Six Flags in San Antonio when I was like, I don't know, I was like 13 or something like that.
Because you're not thinking about.
I had a fucking heat stroke standing in line for a fucking roller coaster. I fell straight back, smacked my head on the damn concrete. The lady.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
The lady behind us said that she said I saw you fall, and she said your head literally bounced off the concrete.
Yeah.
But the good news is we didn't have to wait in any lines the rest of the day.
You're walking around like, they're like,
Oh, dude, they
he's
came right
special.
up. They came right up, snatched me up, took me to the little office or whatever, gave me some water, food, whatever, and then they sent us back out. with these little passes where we can cut in front of everybody. I was like, man, this is the.
For the special kid.
I was like, we're doing this every time.
Yeah. Ow.
Free
pass.
It was bad though, man.
Like I said, back then you didn't hydrate yourself. You weren't thinking about that kind of shit. Now it's like,
No.
if I'm outside for 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, I need 2 bottles of water, a hat, sunscreen. But
Yeah.
it's like now we think about every little thing.
Well, the thing, when you get older though, when it's that hot and you get to that point, you're like, okay, fuck this, I'm going inside.
Yeah,
But when you're
when to cool off and take a break.
But when you're a kid, you don't think about that kind of shit. You're just like, oh man, I'm hell no, I'm waiting in this line. I'm not losing my spot. Like
yeah. Now you're like, oh fuck that ride. I'm not gonna have a heat stroke or
not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sweat my ass off over this crap.
No, it's totally different, man. Totally
And especially
different.
with this climate change, it's just getting so hot. That was a joke, by the way. There is no such thing as climate change, or if there is, it ain't it's not because of us.
No, climates do change, but that's part of
The planet.
that's part of the way the world works.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with us.
There's been ice ages. There's been ages where the world gets hot, and guess what?
That's the way it goes.
It's going to happen regardless of what we do.
It was going on long before we were here. It'll be going on long after we're gone.
And I'm sure we're a lot cleaner society now than we were back in the 20s. Because climate change, no one talked about it back then.
I don't know if we're any cleaner, but
Well, we're more conscious about things.
yeah,
For sure. But like I said, I'm not going to get that's a whole other.
that's a whole nother issue.
That could be actually our next episode.
Okay.
We will do climate change because we can go on about that for a few episodes. But we'll just do one episode about it.
Yeah.
Now it's just about being old fucks.
Yeah. Getting older.
Well, because like I said, like everyone in my family now, like remember when I was a kid, it's like my parents, aunts and uncles, they were the old group. Now they're gone, and it's like now we're the adults watching our parents get old, and it's weird.
What I find funny
Like our
though,
grandparents are gone.
what I find funny though is I remember being a teenager, saying I'll never be like my parents. Never be like my parents. Well, look what fucking happens.
Yep.
It's just the way it goes. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You're not going to slow it down. You're not going to
No.
just be happy and accept the fact that your fucking life is going to end one day.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon, but you know what I mean.
It happens. You never know when it's gonna happen. That's the shitty thing about it. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
But
Just be careful.
be careful, but
Take care of yourself a little bit.
But still live it up. I mean.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think that's the biggest thing for me is I realize how I am now getting older and worrying about everything, but it kills me because I still want to enjoy things. I still want to do certain things regardless, because I don't want to be, sitting on my deathbed or whatever going, damn, I wish I had just done it. And,
Well, yeah, like for me now, it's like I'm at that age and point where I'm not even really trying to go out and do things for myself. I'm trying to do things for my kids. I get enjoyment now out of seeing them enjoy things.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and to me, it's like if I don't go out on a mountain bike, okay, I'm upset about it, but
it's nice when you can do those things with your kids.
yeah, exactly. I'd rather do it with them or do something with them than do something for myself, and that's something like you said with getting older, the mentality changes for sure.
It definitely changes, and
You're not it's not you're really as selfish anymore.
no, definitely not. But
Yeah.
But I like doing things with my son. I would like for him to be into the same shit that I'm into. Unfortunately, that's not always the case, but
Well, yeah, especially nowadays. I mean,
but I'd like for him to do stuff. I'd like for us to go rock climbing together, go surfing together, go ride bikes together, go go ride dirt bikes and shit, or just whatever, go play golf and stuff. But a lot of kids these days aren't into that kind of shit.
well, my son's always wanting to go mountain biking, and the first day he learned how to ride his bike, he goes, "Can I go mountain biking with you now?" Well, first of all, you just learned how to pedal. Second, you're on a BMX bike. Third, you're too damn little still. I mean, I've seen kids out there 7 years old climbing these hills on mountain bikes, kicking my ass. I'm like,
Yeah, but they've been
and I
doing
see
it
him go
since they
by.
were
I'm
like
like,
3.
yeah, I see him like, fuck you. I'm over here
Yeah.
sweating my ass off. They were climbing it like it's no big deal. But I told them, I said, but I'm glad that he's wanting that it's interesting him that he wants to go.
That's good. That's good.
So
That's,
when he is old enough, I'll get him the right bike and we'll go out and we'll just, get started. Because if that's something he can get into, then shit.
yep.
It's a hobby I enjoy and something he'll enjoy.
It's nice. It's nice when you can do things with your kids. What drives me crazy is when people live through their kids.
Yeah, making them do things that they could never do or weren't capable of doing.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what drives me crazy. But if you have a common interest and you can do something together, that makes it way better.
Yeah.
Instead of making them do shit that they don't want to do.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
but yeah, getting older sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but it's still good at the same time. I mean,
It sucks for the body, but it's good because we have new experiences, families, things we can
Yep.
do with our kids. So it's got its ups and downs.
yeah,
More downs because I can barely get up.
yeah. You can barely get up, or you
Yeah.
can barely get it up.
That's another episode. That's a private episode.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you're still watching,
Yeah, we are. We appreciate it.
go check out our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, and we'll see y'all next week.
Have a good one. Bye.